This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for June 13, 2023, suspected mastermind behind the beryllium attacks in nabbed, sees police. The police say they have in custody the person who they believe orchestrated the recent attacks on Courier Company Beryllium Limited security teams pulling off multi-million-dollar heist. That person who was arrested last Thursday is one of 4 suspects who have been arrested in connection with 3 of the 4 recent incidents now under investigation, which occurred between February and April this year. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime and security, Fitz Bailey, told the news on Monday that all 4 persons in custody are believed to have been involved in the first incident, which occurred on February 27 at Portmore Pines Plaza, where gunmen murdered 1 member of the beryllium team and injured 2 others. The team was about to service automated teller machines at the JN Bank. The criminals made off with $10 million in cash in that incident. He said that in relation to the second incident on March 19, when 4 beryllium team members were shot and injured in an attack in Brayton Parkway, Portmore, St. Catherine, 1 person has been charged and 1 person was taken into custody on reasonable suspicion. That time, criminals made off with more than $23 million. The police had previously reported that Shemar Yee from Spanish Town in St. Catherine had been charged in that incident, and 6 other persons were taken into custody in relation to the robbery. Bailey said those 6 individuals have since been questioned and released. He said that in relation to the 3rd incident, which happened on April 29 at a petrol station in Albion, St. Thomas, in which 1 security officer was injured, 1 person is in custody. No money was stolen during that attack. That person is also suspected to be involved in the first 2 incidents. This person, we believe, might be the mastermind for all 4 incidents, he said. Earlier that month, criminals attempted to rob a beryllium vehicle in Balaclava, St. Elizabeth. No one was injured in the incident and no money was stolen. When pressed to provide further details on the suspected mastermind, Bailey declined but assured that the police are committed to ensuring that everyone who is involved in these incidents are brought to book, and we are using all available resources to ensure that that objective is achieved. We are appealing to the public who have any information to say what you know by contacting the police at the National Intelligence Bureau tip line at 811, Crime Stop at 311, and the police emergency line at 119, he said. Bailey also noted that several operations were conducted by the police and 2 rifles and 2 handguns have been seized so far. Reverend Orville Moore died from strangulation, post-mortem finds. A post-mortem performed yesterday determined that Reverend Orville Moore, acting Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Correctional Services, died from strangulation. This was revealed by Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey. However, he said the police are still conducting their investigation.
It is reported that the cause of death was due to strangulation. It is not really surprising to us, because as we reported previously that we did not suspect any foul play in his death. The fact is that we are still conducting our investigation. Our investigation is not closed. We have not seen any evidence that there was any third party traveling with him, or there's no reason to have any suspicion that there was any third party at the location. Appealing to anyone from the public who has any information to call us and share those information. They can call 881, that is the NIB tip line. They can call 311, which is Crime Stop, or they can call 119.
Reverend Moore's body was found in a ravine along the Spur Tree Main Road in Manchester on June 1, days after he was reported missing. He was found beside the wreckage of his motor vehicle in what police say appears to be an accident. Reverend Moore, who was the Chief Rehabilitation and Probation Aftercare Officer, was recently appointed Interim Deputy Commissioner following changes in the leadership of the Department of Correctional Services. Woman being sought in relation to murder of 8-year-old girl. Investigators have launched a manhunt for a woman believed to be the prime suspect in the abduction and murder of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe. The police high command have not revealed any details of its investigation in the case, but the sources told the news that the evidence gathered so far points to the unnamed female as the main suspect in the murder of the child. Sources say police are making progress in the probe and are hoping for an early breakthrough in the case, which has sparked a public outrage. Daniel was taken from Brighton Primary and Infant School in Portmore, St. Catherine last Thursday and was later found with her throat slashed in St. Andrew. She died in hospital on Saturday following surgery. Speaking at a prayer meeting at the Brighton Primary School on Monday morning, Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, head of the St. Catherine South Police, urged the public not to accept misinformation being circulated on social media as fact. He appealed for persons to desist from circulating various interpretations and accusations about the case and instead allow the investigative process to unearth the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen a number of things being circulated on social media with various interpretations and accusations about this case in particular. I'm hereby making an appeal to the public. Desist from this practice and to allow the investigative process to unearth the truth. I want to reassure you, the constabulary force, your police force, has more than enough competent investigators who are equipped to handle cases of this nature.
Tell me where the body is. Mother of Lee Donaldson yearns for closure. Sophia Logg, the mother of suspected murder victim Lee Donaldson, says she is withering away. Miss Donaldson disappeared last July after visiting her boyfriend, Constable Noel Maitland. The police have concluded that she was murdered. Constable Maitland has been charged with her murder, but Miss Donaldson's body has not been found. Mr. Maitland, who appeared in the Home Circuit Court on Monday morning, was further remanded until September 20. His legal team is to renew the bail application on the same day. Justice Vinette Graham Allen ordered the defense to furnish their submissions and the supporting documents by September 1. Ms. Logg, who saw Mr. Maitland walking through the hall of the Home Circuit Court in handcuffs on Monday, said she is yearning for closure.
Tell me where the body is. Jamaican superstitious where we put them off to dove cut or meadow rest, and even if they can't hear us or whatever, we know we can go back to this spot and say hi or whatever it is. But my daughter just disappeared in the wind. Whether he is responsible or not, he is the one who took her from the house. Her blood was placed in his apartment. The forensic have it there to prove that she was in fact in the apartment. So now we'll have to talk. If it is not him know who did it.
Lee Donaldson was last seen at the cops' New Kingston apartment on July 11 last year. She was reported missing on July 13. The police say based on their investigations, Miss Donaldson was killed on July 12 between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. They say this is supported by forensic evidence and technology, but noted that a motive has not yet been established for the killing. A plea and a case management hearing for Constable Maitland that was scheduled to get underway Monday has pushed back until November 1. The hearing was postponed after the court was told that 3 statements were still outstanding. 2 of the statements are to be collected from 2 policemen, while the other is to be collected from a security guard, who the court heard is yet to be located. The judge ordered that the statements be submitted to the prosecution and disclosed to the defense on or before October 20. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.